Since the very beginning, ACEI has been an international organization driven by the belief that education is essential to human development and world progress. More than a century later, this core belief remains the same as ACEI explores human development on a global scale and supports education as a way to change lives for the better. ACEI's work began in 1892 as the International Kindergarten Union, with the mission to promote kindergarten education in the United States and internationally. During those early days, members were passionate social activists concerned about bringing education to the most vulnerable of children, including children living in poverty and in areas of the world where education for young children did not exist. Early founding members and engaged supporters included such education notables as Lucy Wheelock, Patti Smith Hill, John Dewey, Elizabeth Peabody, Arnold Gesell, and Margaret Mead. Many early members were inspired by the work of Friedrich Froebel, who helped to deepen the understanding of the way children learn, develop, and grow, and how important it is to allow children to explore and play. Froebel's ideas and theories still resonate today. In the 1930s, the International Kindergarten Union changed its name to the Association for Childhood Education. By reinserting the word international in the 1940s, the organization once again focused its efforts on supporting children's education worldwide, improving the quality of education, and supporting international exchanges for teachers. ACEI was working in over 40 nations, including Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Burma, Thailand, Cambodia, Malaysia, the Philippines, India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, Syria, Turkey, Egypt, Ethiopia, Russia, Czechoslovakia, Germany, Italy, Spain, Morocco, Mexico, Brazil, and Argentina. ACEI remained passionate about sharing ways that children learn most effectively. The early ideas of Froebel were still very important, but newer ideas of progressive education and project-based learning began to take shape and interest ACEI. All of these ideas, however, focused on children as active participants in their learning experiences. During the 1940s, Eleanor Roosevelt, the wife of President Franklin Roosevelt, was an avid supporter of ACEI. She wrote for ACEI's journal, Childhood Education, and met with ACEI leaders to better understand the needs and rights of children around the world, with a particular concern for children's education. Eleanor Roosevelt became actively engaged in supporting the development of the United Nations, particularly the creation of the Declaration of Human Rights. ACEI joined the many voices endorsing this milestone achievement, a declaration that supported the rights and dignities of all peoples. The Declaration is still a leading document for the promotion of human rights today, and is the first document to stress the right to education for everyone, including children. In 1977, ACEI was granted United Nations consultative status, and today participates in key UN events and initiatives to ensure children's right to education. During the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, ACEI became concerned about the rights of all children to attend school and receive a quality and equitable education. While early childhood development and education remained the organization's foundation and an area of concern, ACEI understood that its advocacy efforts for young children could also be used to support education for all children of all ages. At the end of the 20th century, ACEI contributed, along with other leading education and international development organizations, to the creation of a new movement called Education for All. This movement propelled education forward into the international development agenda. Education for All helped make children's education a central focus for many nations. This movement created the first set of global goals for education. Today, ACEI approaches its work for children's education with the same passion, energy, and dedication as the early founders of the International Kindergarten Union. Participants at ACEI's institutes and summits share cutting-edge information on critical areas of children's education. Of course, ACEI's mission has evolved to focus on areas that are relevant to today's global education challenges, to promote innovative solutions to education challenges and inspire action that creates positive, sustainable futures for children and youth worldwide. ACEI actively promotes and participates in a new agenda for world progress, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Goal number 4 is focused on education. Education is considered central to the achievement of all 17 Sustainable Development Goals. ACEI's 3 main initiatives are directly relevant to children's education across the globe today: the Center for Education Diplomacy, Global Schools First, and Innovation Exchange. Much work remains and new challenges arise. 4 out of 10 children will never enter a classroom. 35% of the world's out-of-school children live in conflict-affected countries, and this number is increasing. An estimated 90% of children with disabilities in the developing world do not go to school. 250 million children either don't make it to grade 4 or don't learn the basics in reading, writing, and math, even after 4 years of schooling. Only 1.4% of the humanitarian aid was invested in education in 2015. Today, ACEI is a community of educators and advocates from around the world working to solve these challenges in education. We celebrate ACEI's past, its present, and its promise for the future to be a leading voice for children in an ever-changing world. We honor all those who have been a part of ACEI's amazing journey and invite you to join ACEI's work and help ensure better education opportunities for all children everywhere. The Association for Childhood Education International. Bright futures for every child, every nation.